Righty. Okay, we're here. Good morning, everyone. How are you today? Welcome to the program. It's your buddy Uncle Bruce here with an important safety message. Stink bids save lives. If you don't know what a stink bid is, you didn't watch my lessons on how to become a prolific option writer and learn to make money in this market. If you don't know what a stink bid is, I can't really help you. You're not helping yourself. I'll tell you that right now. I cannot begin to tell you. After I did the lesson on stink bids and stink offers and the psychology of the markets, when I finished that class and posted it on my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca, people would buy the class and they'd watch it. And every few days, I would be getting these messages from my viewers on the comment area over here while I'm yapping away about doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that, writing calls, writing cash secured puts, buying them back, turning them over and doing rollovers. People would write to me and say, this lesson of yours with stink bids, holy crap. I've generated more profits in being a smarter buyer and seller of stocks because of this lesson of yours. And not only has it helped me in the stock market, as far as buying and selling stocks or options, learning stink bids and stink options, you've helped me become a better buyer and seller of everything else that I'm involved with in my life. Because now I understand what this really means, and I want to thank you for this. This is a life lesson that I will take with me forever, and it's going to save me or make me gazillions of dollars. And I say congratulations to all of you. And if you're a smarter buyer than the next guy, you're a winner. If you're a better seller than the next guy, you're a winner. And if you can make more money on the buy and sell side of an option trade or a stock trade, you've just taken a whole bunch of speculation out of the game, whether you're going to make money or not in your overall business. Well done and congratulations. Thank you very much. I'll get that coffee going. Welcome to the show here live from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, where it is very gray, very rainy today. We are sopping wet outside. We've been raining most of the evening, and I believe we're at 47 degrees Fahrenheit this morning. It's rather quiet outside because who wants to hang out in this cold, wet, rainy weather? And this is July the 22nd, 2025, the height of summer, the heart of summer here, and it's 47 degrees this morning with a high maybe of 70 if we're lucky. Hey, it is what it is. There's no dust in the air, and we don't have smoke from forest fires in our vicinity. The only wish I had was that these rains we've been getting would be further north of us, substantially north of us, covering the northern half of Canada to stop those forest fires. But unfortunately, the systems have shifted this year, and you probably know that in some districts and where you live, weather has been wacky so far this year. Welcome to the program. We're down 52 on the Dow right now. It doesn't sound like an issue, a serious issue. We're up 2 points on S&P, and we're negative 8 or 9 points now on NASDAQ. These changes are meaningless. These are pre-market trades, pre-market indications. Looks to me like we are literally unchanged. This today reflects a typical summer day in the history of the stock market. When I go back to the 40 years of experience that I've got, at least, more than that now, 46 years of experience that I have in this business. Yeah, we're really quiet today. Now that can change in a minute, in an instant, depending on if someone says something. You never know. So here we are at the moment with not a lot going on, but there is something new happening. A new lingo is starting to show up in the stock market world, in New York and Toronto and London and in Zurich and Milan, where all these markets are traded, Tokyo, Shanghai, Sydney, Australia, Singapore. there's a new terminology being bandied about, and it'll eventually get its own nickname. I don't know what the nickname will be, but there's now talk about supply chain problems and the tariff impacts. Tariff cost factors are beginning to show up in financials, in the financial reports of publicly traded companies. We didn't get this 6 months ago. Before the election last November, this wasn't even thought about, that there would ever be any kind of a talk of tariff issues. After Inauguration Day, the market had no idea that Taco Boy was going to come out with a massive, punitive tax hit on every American business and citizen. It only happened. It only was realized for real after April the 2nd, the day after April Fool's Day. Taco Boy showed us the chart of all those, tariffs that are going to be levied against penguins and so on. It got ugly quick, and we lost trillions of dollars in market value, and it took a bit to recover, but recovery has been made, yes or no. Now we're getting the second wave of damage, and this one is the ongoing, not going away problem that we're now going to be living with for quite a number of years. Because I don't know if in the next election of a president in the United States, whether whoever runs for office and gets their party's nominations for re-election or election, I don't know if any of those people will be able to run successfully, and even if they do run, will and have a message that says we're going to eliminate all these tariffs. That might take years beyond that to get rid of. And it is possible that the United States government is so addicted to the tariff revenue that they cannot eliminate future tariff levels back to where they were just a year ago. Under the last administration, the tariffs were at about 2.5%, average tariffs for American importers. Millions of American people were importing goods from around the world, especially China, with less than $800 per shipment, duty-free. That has, I believe, been eliminated and is now an absolute nightmare. Average Americans have just figured out that the days of ordering yoga stretch pants or whatever these are called, or cheap clothing from China, shoes, tops, hats, leggings, now come with a duty charge. And that's a tax. That's a tax. It's a tax to the American government. It's not paid by the Chinese exporter. It's paid by the American importer. And so individuals are now getting nailed with taxes they've never had before. American corporations are now figuring out, oh my God, our cost of being in business, our cost of our business is going to rise dramatically, and we're going to have to raise prices accordingly. And we're finding out there's already a resistance level to higher price increases because we went through an inflation cycle after COVID was unwound back in 22-23. Everyone blamed Biden. Everyone blamed Justin Trudeau. Everyone blamed the Prime Minister of England. Everyone blamed the Chancellor of Germany. Everyone blamed the Prime Minister of Japan for inflation. None of them had a damn thing to do with it, but everybody blamed them because who else are you going to blame? You're going to blame your leaders, after all. Now the question going forward is, are you going to blame Taco Boy in America for what's about to happen and what's beginning to happen already today? And today, I say, General Motors made a statement today. And so did, what was it, Stellantis yesterday? That's Chrysler. Ford has mentioned it. Tariff costs, tariff charges to General Motors, $1 billion. That's the beginning of a forever cycle of problems for General Motors and for Ford and Stellantis. And it'll be for everyone else. Apple, Microsoft, the Magnificent Seven will all get caught in a tariff issue. Every manufacturer of merchandise, every food company that relies on imported food, imported ingredients, will all be running into these issues. The other shoe to drop, apart from that, it'll migrate from the corporate world to the personal, to you, you in the U.S. The next area of concern will start to show up later this year. It'll show up in the third quarter and fourth quarter of this year and beyond, and that's for the same corporations: GM, Ford, Stellantis, Microsoft, Apple, all of them. Their next thing they're going to talk to you about through their financial results, the tariffs on their products into other countries. And so you're going to hear about how company XYZ is talking about the cost of tariffs to us to import is costing us so much money, and the cost of tariffs to export, our export markets have collapsed. Our export markets are down 30%. Europeans are buying 30% less of our merchandise. Our South American buyers, they don't buy a damn thing from us. We can't sell anything in Africa. They can't afford it. They can't afford to pay 30% more for our goods because our US dollar has dropped in value domestically, like against all foreign currencies. So for Americans, it's a double whammy. The tariff numbers are skyrocketing for Americans out of Americans' pocketbooks, and their buying power is dropping at the same time. And so you've got this massive spread, which is going to affect the inflation rate. And you haven't seen nothing yet. You've seen none of it, but you're going to witness this kicking in. So now the question is, how bad is it, Bruce? Is it going to be so bad that it's going to cause a recession? Or is it so bad that foreign investors are going to look at the United States stock market and ask themselves, should I be putting money into the US stock market where stocks are trading at very high price earnings multiples, historically high? Indexes of the Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ, they're trading at very high PE multiples. Should I be putting my money into that area of the world's economy, or should I invest elsewhere where companies that I invest in, say in Europe or Asia, are not affected domestically by tariffs like in America they are? There's the question. An American consumer who has noticed the cost of a flight to Europe and the cost of a hotel room and the cost of a vacation package to wherever you want to go has gone up dramatically because the American dollar has slumped terribly against the euro, the British pound, the Swiss franc, the Japanese yen, and other currencies. All of a sudden, cheap holidays just aren't around anymore. Have you noticed the cost of cruises? They've gone up dramatically in the last 2 years. That's one area where Americans are affected. The second area is when you add a 20-30% tariff on top of goods that you've ordered from overseas using lower value dollars, and now you've got this tax bill on top of that. That's going to make importing almost impossible for certain groups of Americans. The bottom 50 percentile of the demographic of America are going to be out of the international import business. They're out. They can't afford it. They're going to be priced out of existence. The top half, there's a varying degree of pain. For those of you who know someone, you're aware of somebody, a friend, a relative, a coworker, an associate, you know someone from college that set up a home-based business to produce widgets literally in the basement of their house. They're importing goods from overseas to remanufacture these goods to then sell product online all over the USA. These folks are frontliners. These are the folks who are being hit right now and are going to be hit square between the eyes by Trump and his tax increases on imported goods. And they do make product in America, these people. They make product in their house, in their basement, in their garage, in a workshop, wherever. And a whole bunch of small businesses do the same thing. They produce product in their businesses all across America, and they employ less than 10 people each if they employ anyone. They're all going to be under dramatic pressure to make a go of it, because their end finished product will need to sell for a huge percentage higher than it used to sell for. And there's the issue. Can it go? Can it move? If it doesn't move at the final end, they're not going to manufacture it at the beginning, which means they're not importing anything. There you have it. Now, big America, big corporate America, like GM, Ford, Stellantis, and others, are going to start announcing you're going to hear the common refrain that import costs and or tariff charges to our corporate bottom line was this many hundreds of millions of dollars, or tens of millions, or a billion or two, depending how big these outfits are. They're going to start announcing the effect of tariffs on their bottom line, and they're going to pass it on. Don't worry, GM will not just sit there and pay it and then lose money. GM will go, well, these speedometers for these vehicles cost us 30% more. We're going to charge more for this finished vehicle. That's how we roll. If you are in an accident and you need a new headlight assembly that is manufactured in South Korea as a complete manufactured headlight assembly or taillight assembly or whatever, and it costs 30% more to import, it's going to run you so many percentage points more at the counter at the dealership you're at, or at AutoZone, or wherever else you buy parts. Price increases are coming your way, unfortunately, because there's a tax increase on every single American business and ultimately every single American citizen. And the winner is the U.S. government. The U.S. government's Treasury Department will haul in billions of dollars in fresh capital from its citizens through the tariff game. The reality, unfortunately, is that the money has been pre-spent. All the money coming in tariffs have already been given away in very generous continual tax breaks for very wealthy Americans. And so the top 10 percenters out there are being sheltered from the old tax rates that they used to pay prior to 2017. That's now been extended indefinitely. That was supposed to be a temporary measure to boost the economy. Now it's a permanent lexicon, a permanent part of the country's taxation system, unless the next administration changes everything. And it's all baked in. The bottom 90 percenters are just going to nose higher prices. And the bottom 50 percenters are going to be attacked mercilessly for a much lower standard of living. And the bottom 10 percenters, there'll be no difference in their lives. You're living in a cardboard box under a highway overpass. Your future is living in a cardboard box under a highway overpass. But they don't watch us and talk to us every day because internet is hard to get from a cardboard box location under an overpass. And so there you are. And welcome to 2025. Hey, I'm just a guy in front of a computer, just giving you my thoughts on what's going on. Have we topped out in this market? Have we begun to see an unraveling of this expensive stock market? Have we begun to see the fact that, if GM is announcing $1 billion in costs for tariffs in the latest quarter, this is only in the last 3 months, and all the tariffs aren't in place yet. This is just the beginning of the tariff game. What about a year from now? In a year from now, when GM announces their second quarter results for 2026, are they going to announce that quarter that the tariff effect was $4 billion on their gross sales for the quarter, which is $16 billion a year in added costs to General Motors? Do you have any idea how many layoffs are coming for General Motors? Do you have any idea how many factories are going to close because of General Motors' economic nightmare that they're about to face? And Ford, and Stellantis, and many others. What is it going to be like a year from now? When does the stock market figure out, holy crap, a year from now, this tariff thing is going to be 10 times worse because the tariffs will be in effect now. They will have settled in. And Trump tried to make deals with all these other countries and got 30 countries to agree to some kind of 15 to 20% tariff thing instead of 2.5%. And a whole bunch of other countries are being nailed 30, 40% because they're powerless to negotiate against these guys because they only do a couple $100 billion a year in business. It's not like they do trillions in business, or they do hundreds of millions in business rather than trillions. It's all relative. At the end of the day, certain Americans are going to be badly affected by tariffs, and other companies not quite so much. But the effect is, even if your company is not affected directly with tariffs, you're affected indirectly with tariffs because your employees that you pay less than $80,000 a year to come to work for are getting wiped out economically, and they're having a tougher time getting by, which means they're exhausted, they're frustrated, and they're stressed to the max, and they're not delivering the kind of performance at your workplace that you want them to deliver. They have other problems like trying to find food to eat and afford their rent and what have you. I'm just a guy just saying this is going to permeate everywhere, and it is not a good thing. But it's only money. It's nothing personal. It's just business. The Big E is in the house, as is Tony. Thank you for joining me today on this show. Richard, Eddie, and Francis, welcome all. Lisa, hey, interesting how GameStop went green amongst a sea of red yesterday. I wanted to talk to you about that today. I do want to talk to you about that. Did you happen to notice what GameStop did yesterday in the afternoon? All of a sudden, out of like nowhere, the good old GameStop shares took what we call a shot. And am I complaining, by the way? No, I'm not complaining at all. This was a pleasant little thing to notice. I'm just going to pop up this little image for you, and I'm gonna bring it up right here live on the air. The high-tech world in which I live and you live, I'm able to bring up this image to you in real time while I'm talking about it. Here we go. GameStop. Come on. There it is. Beep. There it goes. Okay, look at that. You see the hi Lisa. I see your comment down there. I gotta take your comment off there because you're covering my face. It's either you or me that's on the show. How you doing? Look at that. Look at that way over there. Like way over there. This chart is a 1 week chart. So for the last 5 days, look at that chart. The stock couldn't get through 2350 last week. I've been waiting for it to get through 24 for how long? And look at what happened yesterday in the afternoon. It just went from 2310, 20. I think the low 2305 yesterday. You can see that just over there. 2305 was yesterday's low. All the way up to 2443 in a real hurry. Then it backed off a little bit. Then it shot again. Then it backed off a little bit. The volume, which is right above here, is 17.7 million for the day, which is 125% of normal. Normally, 14.6 million is the normal volume lately. So it did trade more. And this is only in the last 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So something somewhere triggered, and someone made a move. Now, the question on some of your minds, including my mind, is this the beginning of a major breakout that we just witnessed? Did we see something happen here that is going to go from here? Lisa makes an interesting comment here. Most interesting session. Andrea, welcome. Stuart, CKT, B Tizzle, how you doing? The man, yep, I can roll my August 15 $23 puts. I got $1.67 for it and buy more ULTY with my premium. Congratulations to the man. Chase, Rosita Parker, good morning, everyone. Corinne is here. Charlie, nicely green too, Lisa. Andre, good morning. Charlie, time for one of those $20 pops on GameStop. This is the thing about GameStop we don't know. When it does pop, how high does it pop and how fast does it do it? When will GameStop do a pop in its market price and not come back again? When is one of those happening? We know, look, we do basic math around here. And with basic math at our disposal and the fact that we know GameStop has $9 billion cash, that's $20 a share in cash. They have $20 for every share out there in cash in hand. Anyone short this stuff is in trouble. Anyone who's short this stock is short $20 cash value of stock. Not like, oh, they're only worth $3 a share and they're trading at 24. No, that's not what GameStop is doing. GameStop is worth $20 a share in cash and is trading at 24. It's only got $4 of premium to it, and that means that all the retail stores, the market is giving the retail stores a $4 a share value. And I can tell you, from based on the history of following GameStop, I remember when GameStop didn't have $9 billion in cash, and GameStop didn't have $5 billion, and GameStop didn't have $2 billion. GameStop didn't have $500 million in cash. They had thousands of stores, only debt to Bank of America, and they were bleeding money left, right, and center, and those shares were not at $4 a share. I remember following this company when they were $20 to $400 a share, and they didn't have $9 billion. Today, they do have $9 billion in cash. They have no debt. They do make money on their interest and their stores. They've upped their margins dramatically for their retail business by going into collectibles. They've lowered their total costs, including head office costs and distribution costs, dramatically by shutting down underperforming regions and stores. This thing has been cleaned up. This stock is about to go. I think the retail side should be worth at least $10, $15 a share. And I think I'm still being cheap and conservative at that number. The money side of the business, well, book value is one way to look at it. Another way to look at it is return on money. If these guys are pulling in treasury yield returns, and the treasuries are paying 4 to 5% now, depending on which series you go with, I would bet you with a decent bond department through any of the firms in New York, these guys are hauling in 5% interest on their $9 billion. That's $450 million a year in interest. Buck a share. Buck a share profit on the money they're sitting on. What should the stock trade at if you're making $1 a share profit and it's in cash? Next year, what are your estimated profits next year? $1 a share. What are you going to make the year after that? $1 a share plus accumulated interest, probably, because they're making money. They're going to have $9.4 billion next year and $10 billion the year after that, earning interest on $10 billion instead of $9 billion. So, there's upside in earning interest on interest. It's called compounding. You probably had that drilled into your head when you were a kid by some uncle of yours, cousin, grandpa. Compounded interest. What should GameStop be trading at? Not 23, 24. No, that's the wrong answer. So is the right answer 35 to 45 a share, based on the fact that they're likely going to make $2 a share profit in the next 12 months? Store and money, store and interest, profit. Could it be higher than that? And what about the $9 billion? What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with $9 billion? I think Mr. Cohen is awaiting an opportunity to invest that money when there's a time to buy, when everyone else is selling. And maybe he's looking for a bigger pullback than we saw after April the 2nd. He's looking for something even better than that. Cash is king now. Cash is super king when markets are in trouble. And I like the fact that these guys are cash rich. I like this. Let's see what happens. That would be nice, says Andre Delatorre, $20 pop on GameStop. Charlie, good morning, everybody. I'm number 33 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you for the thumbs ups. We hit 196 yesterday. We didn't hit 200 thumbs ups yesterday. We were 4 short. But it's not too late. If you can go to yesterday's show and hit the thumbs up button, you could get me over 200 thumbs ups for yesterday's show. I'd appreciate it. Anyway, today, thank you for the thumbs ups. Let's get to 200 quick. Thank you, everybody. 219 of you are here. We should be 200 thumbs ups right now. You should be happy that I'm having coffee right now with a thumbs up. What do I have to do to get a thumbs up? I'm just a guy. Thank you all. Those of you who are new, I got bad news for you, but I also have good news. The bad news is if you're new here, this live presentation that I'm doing will not last much longer. Next Thursday will be my last day doing this live show. All of YouTube is I'm sure, celebrating because, all those massive number of people won't be watching him. they can watch us, and I free you all to go wherever you wish. But next Thursday is my last day being here as a live presenter. Next Friday, I'm on an airplane going to Tokyo, and I'm beginning an around the world trip. I will be broadcasting to you on this channel, but from a recorded basis, not a live basis. So you'll have to keep an eye on alerts. If you're a channel subscriber, you'll get alerts from YouTube. Oh, he just popped up a video. I can watch him. And I can't tell you what time of the day or night these are going to pop up. You're just going to have to wait for your alerts to find out. But I will not be tied to the clock to be live every morning at 8 for my Gold Bagel members and 8:30 for all of you every day, 5 days a week. I now can do videos anytime I like. I will be making videos about the markets, the stocks I like, and trading opportunities, because starting in August, Jennifer and I are going to start trading our own funds, and we're going to be option writers as well as you are. And so those of you who are newbies, the good news is my website is available for lessons that you can pick up, and you'll learn all the basics on how to become an option writer. And the other good news is you'll be able to watch videos that I do on an ongoing basis about being an option writer, because that's what I'm going to be doing, and you can follow the trades that I do and other viewers do. And those of you who are really motivated and are going to change your life completely, you're going to do what many of my viewers have done in the last 4 years, and that is you're going to contact me with an email and say, I want to talk to you alone in private on a one-on-one chat. I want to talk to you about my situation, my mother and father, this is their situation, my brothers and sisters, this is their situation, this is our situation, and this is what's happening to us. I will talk to you about your scenario with you privately, and those sessions are available. It's $500 for an hour. I never make it an hour. It always goes longer than an hour, at least an hour and a half. But in that amount of time, you will get enough information out of me with my 40 plus years of experience to justify to yourself, well, that was a pretty good deal. I got thousands of dollars of information out of this $500 session. I'm ahead. And then for the rest of your life, you'll take those suggestions with you and go forward. My most successful viewers, generally speaking, the viewers here who have done the best have been the most frequent one-on-one guests of mine. It just stands to reason. The viewers that make the most money here have done the most one-on-ones with me over 4.5, coming up to 5 years. When you feel the time is right for you, you let me know, and we'll go from there. Look, B. Tizzle is saying MSTR just released a new preferred offering, STRC. It's a variable rate product starting at 9%, designed to be the Bitcoin-based alternative to money market funds. There's some interesting stuff going on out there. Legacy, good morning, everybody. Dude, hello there. Neat. Austin, good morning. I bought back my July 25 expiry GameStop put credit spreads that were 21.23s. I got them back yesterday. I wrote them for 31 cents. I wrote them back for 10 cents. So what does that mean? He got $31 for every spread he wrote, and he paid $10 to get them back. He kept $21 out of 31, 66% return. If he did 5 of them, he made 20 cents times $20. He made $100. If he did 10 of them, he made $200. If he did 20 of them, he just do the math. 20 times $20 is $400. He said, then I rewrote for August 15th, 2023 spreads for another 61 cents. Keep it coming, please. Well, with GameStop now at closer to 24 instead of 23, that makes these puts even juicier to be involved with. Very, very interesting stuff. 23 was our price right now. 23.88 on GameStop as of this morning, as of this moment. Well done, Austin, taking the dough. Robert, good morning. All stock markets with Brucers. and Uncle Bruce, Auntie Jen. Sorry, thumbs up number unknown. It's all right, Robert. Thank you for joining me today. Always a pleasure. Lisa, we haven't heard from Kitty in a long time. One tweet and boop, away goes the stock. GameStop will take off. Jeff Glass seems the market always goes sour in time for SoFi earnings. B Tizzle's going nice going, Austin, on that right on those puts. Nick, SOH Shadows of Hope. Okay, I don't know what this means. Who cares? I'm getting really good results with the wheel strategy on IWM, consistent results, and well done. Jeff Glass, I wrote $30 covered calls on GameStop on the pop yesterday, so get ready for it to moon, baby. Ashley, good morning, Uncle. Austin, thank you for your sacrifice, Jeff Glass. Rice, good morning. Nick, buy and hold SOH Shadows of Hope. Okay. Cindy, I like RCAT Sound, SoFi, BBAI. Thank you very much. Bobby, send that rain to Ontario, Uncle B, please. You don't need it. We need it. Richard, good morning, number 53. Go SoFi. Jeff, good morning, everybody. Dude, let's go. Murray from Tokyo, good morning, evening, everyone. I just arrived back from Akazawa Onsen. Wow, 10 minutes in the 90 degrees Celsius dry sauna is great. Bruce, a must-do on your trip. Murray, thank you for your private email yesterday. I haven't gotten back to you yet, but I will, I promise. I am up to here right now in the planning stage of my trip here. I'm still booking hotels, and Jen and I just booked a cruise. I really should tell you guys the cruise we're going to be on in case you'd like to join us. If you're making the kind of option returns that you could be making, maybe you can join us for the cruise we're going to be on starting October the 4th. I'm going to have to talk about that. Stick around. Let's go, Bruce. Jeff Glass. We'll see how it goes. But this morning, I'm glad I didn't get too aggressive and only rolled my $35 Rocket Lab cash ticket puts to 40 last week. Tony, Taco Boy, Tuesday. ALA number 60 on the thumbs up. James of the Misty Tree. Good morning, number lucky 59, along with the boss. Mike H, hello there. Taco Boy. Ricardo, penguin buying power cannot be underestimated. The United States government is such a joke right now. Both sides, they don't care about the citizens, not a single one of these guys. But we don't have any states trying to leave the country. So I guess what a world we live in. RT is here. Hola, Mike. Good morning. I am known as Fitzgerald. Mike, you got to change your name. I don't know. But then again, you only have to tolerate this until next Thursday, and I'll leave you alone. It's okay. Lisa, sir, we do not make bananas in America. One of my favorite tariff fallout quotes. We don't make bananas. Why are we tariffing bananas? We can't grow bananas in West Virginia. Okay, it's cold country. We can't grow bananas in Montana. Even though we grow a lot of stuff in Montana, we can't grow bananas in Montana. Why are we putting tariffs on bananas? Mike, good morning. Fitzgerald is in the house. Mitch. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. You saved me and made me a huge winner. No one does it like you, believe me. No one does. I can't find another YouTube channel where there's a balding guy like me talking to a diehard group of regulars every day, begging them to make money. I have to admit. Just saying, there's opportunity out there to make some dough. Writing cash secured puts is one way to do it. Credit spreads is another way to do it. And I have 19 lessons out there on my website showing you how to write stock options, covered calls, poor bank covered calls, spreads, cash secured puts. It's all there. But if you don't watch a class and absorb it, how can you become an option writer? It's one of those things. I know for a fact, and I think a bunch of you will agree with me on this. I know for a fact you will. Some of you out there have tried very, very, very hard to convince friends and relatives and coworkers and buddies and old college friends, old high school pals, literally the closest members of your family, to learn how to write options like you've learned how to write options. You've done everything you can. You've almost begged them to do it. And they say to you, well, how many people watch this guy? The so-called Uncle Bruce guy. And you say, well, if you were saying to talk to him right now, you'd say, well, there's 233 people watching him right now. And they go, 233 people. 233 people are watching Uncle Bruce talk about writing options and making money in the market. How many people are in the stock market? How many are there? 10 million, 20 million, 50 million around the world. How many people invest in the stock market personally, directly? Is it 100 million people? I don't even know. Why are there only 233 people watching this guy? If he is so good, if it is so easy to make money writing options, why doesn't everyone do it? The trick question that everyone asks all the time. And you do say you have an answer, but they don't like to hear this answer. The answer is because you have to study how to do this. This isn't what you just walk into and in 15 minutes you become an expert option writer. It doesn't work like that. Why are there bond traders in New York, in London, and elsewhere who make millions of dollars a year, but there's only a few dozen of these people? Why is it that in the world of investing finance, there are hedge funds that trade trillions of dollars of money, and there are the top 5%ers of these outfits that run these outfits? They're the ones in private jets going all over the world for meetings and consultations and personal trips. Why don't the rest of them get to do that? If they're so damn successful, it's because at the top end, when you reach a certain level of success, the winners of the top end are the ones who reap the rewards. And you are desperately trying to tell a relative of yours, hey, look, I had $30,000. I used to have 100,000 in the market. It went down to 30 grand. And I found Uncle Bruce and I started to write stock options. After taking a few of his classes and hanging out with his regulars, I too started to write options. And my account is back to $60,000. And it's growing from here. And they're going, well, get back to me when it gets back to 100. When you get your money back, you let me know, because then I'll believe you. The fact that you doubled your money already is not good enough. What can I say? You know what I'm talking about. You can't convince anyone to do your option writing with you. It's almost impossible, except for children and maybe parents. And there are examples here where people tell me, oh yeah, Bruce, we had a monumental event here last month. I was talking to my brother about option writing, and I convinced him. I held his hand, and it took me a while, but he wrote his first batch of options a month ago. And this month, he has shifted all of his dollars into his own accounts, away from his financial advisor at whatever firm he was dealing with. He got rid of these mutual funds he's been sitting on for 8 years that have gone up 4% a year, 5% a year. And he now manages his own dough. Because in his first trade, he made 14% return on his first option write. He went, what the hell? Yeah, that's why doesn't everyone else do it? You have to get into it. And some of these folks, because of you, some of you out there, you've convinced a relative or friend to do this, and you've helped save them. You've got that personal feel-good feeling that, oh, my brother, finally I got my brother to do this, and that account of his is such a basket case of crap. I was over at his house last weekend, and we're looking at his accounts. I got him to turn off the damn television and stop watching sports. Let's take a look at this. And we're making adjustments to his account to save his account. The first move we're going to make is we're going to turn him into a cash secured put writer, and he's going to bring in 20 to 40% cash, more cash than his account is worth right now. That's the first week that we're going to work on. First week. He can't believe it. We did this a month ago, and he's still thanking me. He's just going, this is unbelievable. I can't believe everyone doesn't do this. Welcome to the show. What can I say? You gotta have a leap of faith. Maybe you gotta step up and take a class or two or three, and do it for yourself. Right? Because you can only, convince certain people. Like take a horse, bring a horse to water. But if the horse ain't going to drink the water, going to be dehydrated. What can I say? It is what it is. Mike, hey, but won't he Taco again push the deadlines back? What do you think? Cindy B, good morning. Mitch, Uncle Bruce, will you be eating tacos today? Roaring T, that's why we have to shop local, circulate the local money back to local people. There you go. Let's move on. Let's move on here. Larry, thank you. Number 77. Let's move on. I got to catch up with you kids. I'm way behind you guys. Welcome all, welcome all, welcome all, welcome all, welcome. Let's keep going. Those poor penguins are terrified. Double D, I'm here. Welcome everybody. High margin call. How you doing? Open before hours. Volume 78 million. What else? Twilight Zone. It's going to be sad not to see Uncle Bruce live with my morning cup of tea. Well, you might be watching a video every morning that I made last evening in Tokyo. You might be watching 30 minutes of that and going, oh, I got my Uncle B this morning. Okay, I'm good. A little different style, of course. It be what it be. All right. Roaring T says Quantum Biopharma acquires 2,000 GameStop shares as strategic investment. I don't know what that means. How are we looking now? Asks Dude. Good morning, everybody, from John Harpster. And let's see, what else? Coffee time, says John. Someone, you guys are commenting on that buy on GameStop. Good stuff. I closed up my $15 SoFi Jan puts and sold GameStop 25s. I like this game, Bruce. John is going neat. 10 minutes till the opening, by the way. Thank you. What else? Obama Babe. I do not understand why buying 2,000 shares of GameStop would create such a spike. Yeah, that makes no sense. Let's get some dough, says John. Number 105, thumbs up. Thank you. What else have we got here? Susan Shops, I am number 110 on your thumbs up here. Thank you. Have any of you answered my poll question today? What is that poll question today? The question is, I saw GameStop pop yesterday afternoon, and it's about to make a major move higher from here. This is me asking you your opinion. Do you think this is going to happen? Do you think GameStop's going to pop from here? 209 people already responded to this question. This is quite popular. 63% say, yeah, I think you're right. This pop was no accident. This was not a fluke. There's something to this. So when you see the stock go from 2304 to 24 something quick, something's going on. 2443 was the high. Right now, GameStop is 2404. Have you noticed in the last 10 minutes? Just the last 10 minutes, 2375 to 2404. We've only traded 500,000 as far as I know, but I think something's going on. We have 130 thumbs ups today. Thank you for 130 thumbs ups. Can you find it in your heart out there, you 238 viewers? There's at least 108 of you who have not hit that thumbs up button. Can you find it for me? Could you do me a favor and answer the poll question and hit the thumbs up button at the same time? Could you please do that? One, then the other. That would help a lot. I would appreciate it very much. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to tell you about our cruise after we open. I'm going to show you some photos about the cruise ship Jen and I are going to be on. Maybe you guys can join us. If you want to know what cruise we're going to be on, stick around. I'll show you some info about that. Maybe you can pop in and spend 12 days with us at sea. Could be kind of fun. There is nothing better than writing options on ETFs that write options and pay you their premiums. But as long as there's liquidity. Keith, Just Truth, good morning, all, number 117. ALA, I bought back my $26 SoFi calls for this Friday for a penny. Sold them Thursday for 5 cents. Small amount, but wary of writing too close. Going to try to write SoFi 24s for this Friday. Going to try that for today. Interesting. JD, the man, would you elaborate? Man, to be fair, I grow bananas in Minnesota, grapes, peaches, plums. I grow them all. JD, regarding the fruit too, the man, JD, elaborate on writing options on ETFs. Elaborate on that. What else is going on here? The man says, JD, as far as options, I run the wheel strategy on MSTY, and MSTY just writes options on MSTR and pays out a dividend. Bagel Babe, trading options, simple but not easy. And so the man says, so JD, so it's just a hedge fund that writes options on $1.5 billion in assets instead of me doing it on $20,000 worth. Roaring T, I'm hoping to get into MSTY soon using the wheel also. What else? Let's keep going forward here. Lots of neat comments. Hope you're reading them all, enjoying them all. Um, White Feather says, JD, currently I bought shares of YMAX as an experiment. It's an ETF that trades poor man cover calls and pays weekly distributions. Joe, all about to take off. Just saying hi to the family real quick. See you all tomorrow. Thank you, Joe. All the best to you. ETFs in Google will bring you to the website, says the man, Matt. MSTY and ULTY are part of the YieldMax dividend group. Definitely do your own research and proceed with caution before investing in them. There you go. White Feather, I was thumbs up number 15 this morning, baby. Giddy up. Ray, I'm number 136 this morning. Bruce, you are going to get 200 thumbs ups today for sure. Thank you all. We open in 6 minutes. We start trading in 6 minutes. We've got SoFi at 2080, down about 35 cents, 2081. Not much to worry about there. The GameStop 2404, only down 16 cents. GameStop has popped back up over 24 again. 2409 now, only down 11. So it looks like GameStop's on a bit of a pop here this morning. Okay. Rocket Lab down 165 in the pre-market. Do you believe it? Is it real? Will it be higher than that on the actual opening in 5 minutes? We'll find out. 46.15. The shares were down to 45.30 maybe at one point this morning. 46.15 right now. The triple Qs are down 7 cents, looks like. Let me take a look at the market as a whole. The Dow is down 34 points. S&P is up 4. NASDAQ down a half a point. Oil down 80 cents now. 66.40, down 1.2%. Okay, there's the deal. Anyway, Coca-Cola confirms that Coca-Cola with cane sugar is coming to replace that high fructose corn syrup. Interesting. I know someone that has a real problem with corn in anything, and corn is everywhere, isn't it? In all of our North American foods, corn sugar, corn syrup is in everything. Why? Dollars. The United States gives farmers of corn subsidies to grow a ton of this stuff, like more than a ton. And it's in everything. Now it needs to go somewhere. We have too much corn. So it is subsidized right into your foods. And is it any wonder some of us have jowls that just jiggle, and we're big and fat, and we're overweight, and we're unhealthy? And I wonder about that. I don't know. I'm curious about my Japanese trip coming up. Will I lose weight in Japan because I'll be walking a lot, but also eating Japanese food? People tell me, Bruce, you're going to lose weight. There's no question about it, because your diet is about to go big time better. I'm kind of curious about this. Hey, Charlie says, I missed the boat yesterday unrolling my $19 August 15 SoFi puts. Set a stinker, but SoFi dropped. Moved stinker closer to the money. Only one contract out of 9 hit. Bought back the one contract at 49 cents, 55% profit. Are you now going to write another one instead? Don't worry about the price you're getting, because if your puts are going up in price, so is the one you're going to write that you're going to replace it with. So don't even think about it. Just go. Be Tizzle. Yesterday, I saw an interview with Metaplant CEO, the MicroStrategy of Japan. He said they were selling cash-secured puts on Bitcoin. If they get assigned, they keep the Bitcoin. Frugality, there are some videos on YouTube warning about the pitfalls of these YieldMax ETFs. Charlie, the boat will be back around. Dude, personally, I prefer to just write covered calls and cash-secured puts on MSTR, but I don't knock MSTY. Premium is nice. The stock ratchets well on the weeklies. Savage of Wall Street. Good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. It's looking like we may have a bit of a red in the morning here. So if so, cash-secured puts, they never hurt anybody. JV, I enjoyed watching your show last night, Uncle Bruce. I showed my wife the areas you mentioned and the cruise ships, and she said she is ready for next year. We're getting ready for our Spain trip coming up. You were watching me on my other channel, Traveling with Bruce, where I revealed the cruise that I will reveal here later this morning. Interesting. Matt, Uncle Bruce, have you discussed open yet? Had a squeeze yesterday, and it looks like I might do the same today. I have not mentioned it. I think Savage of Wall Street mentioned it. Plenty of liquidity in MSTR options chains, not as much in MSTY, obviously. Though the dividend on MSTY at the end of the month is a great setup for a covered call, it will sell off into that date. Dude, so write a 2-month covered call on MSTY and enjoy. The man says, Matt, yes, definitely do some research. I like ULTY because they now own the underlying and add downside protection. Their strategy at the start was terrible with synthetic shares. Mr. Premium of the option, happy Tuesday, time to fill our pockets. Cindy, I bought open and sold a call. Margin called open before hours, volume 99 million. JV, I've been writing cash ticket puts in GameStop, 20, 22s, 25s, and 35s, and they are paying off really well. Just folding my arms to collect this money. I love this game. We're opening in 1 minute, everybody. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the show. I'm glad you're here. I hope we get you a little richer today. I hope it happens. I have a pretty good confidence that some of you are going to be much richer later today. Hey, welcome to the party, pal. If you don't write options, I can't help you much. I mean, if you're not an option writer, you're going to watch people make money, I suppose. But if you want to become an option writer, start with class number 1 and number 2. That's my first bit of advice. Everyone else will tell you that here. Go to my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. I'm Canadian. Classes are $200 US. Grab number 1, watch it. Grab number 2, watch it. You can watch them as many times as you want. There are no quizzes. There are no tests. I speak in plain English, so it's easy to understand. Auntie Jen is a moderator of these live classes, and you'll recognize names. She'll say, so-and-so asks, so-and-so's, and you'll go, oh, they're still there. So people. 4 years later, after I start the classes, people are still here. Yes, because learning to make money for the rest of your life means once you learn it, you can earn it. Welcome to the party, pal. 253 of you are here. Thank you for joining me this morning. Welcome to the party here for Tuesday, July the 22nd. 2025. This is near the end of our live broadcasts. So thank you for being here as long as you've been here. Love it that you've been with us and looking forward to the future. Ray, was just told I'm getting a 750-pound bonus from work in October. I've already given myself about 4 of those bonuses via cash secured puts over the past month. It's still much appreciated. Thank you, employer. But it puts things into perspective when I can make 3,000 pounds writing cash secured puts in a month versus getting a 750-pound bonus from my employer. And when will be the next one? A year from now? Maybe. It does put it in perspective, doesn't it, Ray? Thank you for that info. Larry, the bells have been rung, Bruce. We're open. Savage Wall Street open, traded 1.5 billion shares yesterday. Uncle Bruce, laugh out loud. This is insane. DH. Neat emojis are coming in. Same with Richard, ALA, they're all coming in. Ryan, I just gave yesterday's video a thumbs up, Bruce. Your video from yesterday, the show, you're going to get 200 thumbs ups on that one because I'm giving you a thumbs up. I appreciate if any of you can help us. We're so close to 200 on that thing. Help us all. Thank you for the thumbs ups today, everybody. We got knee emojis coming from John and the Big E one. Of course, the Big E always throws a zit at the end there. Thank you for that. ALA, pretty high volume on SoFi initial opening minute, Bruce. SoFi has popped here with some volume this morning. Is that right? 7.3 million. Yeah, that is a pretty nice little pop this morning on SoFi to start the morning. 2082, down about 34 cents on SoFi. Are we cleaning out some kind of a block stock thing and we're going to pop from here? What does that mean? We'll watch for it. We'll see what these opening few minutes do. They're always fun and entertaining. Thank you all for being here. The Dow is up 34 so far this morning. Now I think it's up 28. We're down 2.6 on S&P, down 37 on NASDAQ. That's the initial opening 2-3 minute quote. We'll see how this plays out. Oil down 70 cents. Welcome all to the program. Qs are down 120 at 562.97. Those of you who have Q credit spreads, call credit spreads, you're going, hey, Uncle Bruce, I noticed, sir, that yesterday we hit a high of 566 and we're at 563 right now and falling. I like this game. Keep it happening. Let's see how low Qs want to go. Spiders are down just 28 cents. SoFi right now, 2064, 2050. So we're got a little lower. And we've got 7.8 million going through to start the morning. Did we get down to 1986? Was that actually a quote? Was that actually a print for a moment? And now we're at 2057 on the way back up. Is that truly what's going on with SoFi? I'm just a guy in front of a computer wondering just what they're saying out there. A GameStop up 2 cents, 24.24. So it's gone green after being down all pre-market. Interesting. Rocket Lab down 84 cents, was down $1.50 in the pre-market, only down 84. Microsoft up 2, Apple up 41, Nvidia down 267, Meta down 214, Google down 24, Tesla up 83, Amazon up 37, Netflix down 730. Broadcom down $4, IBM down 89, ASTS down 255 at 54.12. HIMS up 22, MSTR up $4, AI up 14 cents, Supermicro up a penny, Palantir down 175. So there's some interesting opening quotes as everything is settling out and figuring out where it's going. We've got knee emojis coming in because we know who the power behind this market really is. It's the knee, Knights of Knee. The Knights of Knee. Cindy, yes, on the cues. Yesterday they got me. Maybe today you'll get them. Charlie, neat emojis going through. We're at 563.14 on the cues, down about $1.03. The Dow is up about 40. S&P down a half. NASDAQ down 34. Oil down 80 cents a barrel. Welcome to the program. SoFi now 2060, 2055, 2060. Touched 1986. There was a brief moment of a 1986 trade. Was it 100? Was it 1,000? I don't know. And now we're back to 23, 53, 55, 2360. Volume 8.9 million. It looks like 9 million traded in 5 minutes on SoFi. It looks like a big block went through on the SoFi shares. I don't know if there's any announcement anywhere. I have no idea. Target price has been raised from $14 to $20 by Truist, brokerage firm. So that is a bump up of $6 a share. Is there a press release? Nope, I don't think so. Nothing has been said by the company today at this point. So we'll just, follow the stock trading. 2043 right now, 2048, 9.3 plus million traded in 6 minutes on your SoFi at the moment. So somebody made a move, somebody got blown out or wanted out, someone took it, and it got down to 1986, and now we're back to 2050. Do we go to 25 from here? I don't know. What do you think? A week from today, guess what? We have the announcement of the second quarter earnings pre-market a week from today on SoFi. So a week from today, we'll be busy watching this. This should be something. Anyway, there it is. Just a guy going, hey, Bagel Babe is here. Corinne, Cindy, Charlie, Juan, James of the Misty Tree. And then Hector says Neo is up 5%. Giddy up. Sometimes certain stocks move and there are opportunities to sell certain stocks. ASK, Kelly Keno, EVP at SoFi Technologies reports disposal of common shares, probably for tax purposes. He may have an option that he cashed in. And this is typical. You get an executive that gets a stock option and they get 100,000 shares, let's say. I don't know. I'm making up a number. But the payoff of stock under the IRS rules, income, that's subject to full income tax. It's not a capital gain. And so a percentage of that stock has to be sold that day to bring in enough money to pay the IRS the tax bill for this scheme. That could be what's happened there, where the street is anticipating something else. Maybe the street's going, oh, an insider's selling. I gotta get out. No, I don't think so. Anyway, I'm just curious. Pick and roll. Hey, good morning. It was just finished the Gold Bagel Show. 1 week left. I'm pumped for you and Auntie Jen. Yes, next week, Thursday, is our last day. My last show with you will be next Thursday. All the memberships of this channel will be canceled at the end of that day. And this channel will now go to videos only for a while because I'm going on a bit of a trip. But I will start trading and let you know what I'm doing. Savage Wall Street, BBAI, $7 cash good puts expiring January are well over $2 right now. I'm just saying, stock has been red a few days now. It's at 7.30. I'm buying it. Buying it at $5 is not terrible if you get $2 for a contract. True. Lisa, look at Spire down whatever. Buy back your covered call just like I did. Easy money. That's what we do on down days. You take advantage of sell-offs and say, thank you, sir. May I have another? Interesting. Spire 1127 down 80 cents. There you go. It's down 7%, she says. There you have it. Sometimes you can take advantage of some of these kinds of things. It is what it is. It be what it be. 2050 on SoFi now. Volume 10.4 million in 9 minutes. So there you have it. It's a more active start than usual. It's not like earth-shattering active, but more than normal so far. 2052, as it seems to be putting on a bit of a recovery mode here. GameStop is up 6 cents at 24.28. The volume on GameStop this morning, 2.3 million. That's more than normal. Normally, we wouldn't even have a million traded yet. 2.38 million on GameStop. The low of 24.12, high of 24.84. We're pushing $25 this morning. Are we going to break 25 on GameStop today? That's a sign. Do you believe in it? Are you? What do you think about this? Are you answering my poll question about this question? Do you think that we're about to see a pop on GameStop? 245 voters have voted now. 245, 62% are saying, yeah, I think this GameStop is about to pop. I think yesterday was a hint, and there's more to come. 62% of 245 people say, yeah. Only 38% don't think so. 151 thumbs ups have come in now. We have about 130 more people watching than the thumbs up number. Thank you for these. And if any of you can find that thumbs up button, we need 49 more thumbs ups to make the magic 200 number, which we target for every day. Thank you again, everyone, for being part of this program. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. We're going into big changes next week, the end of next week. Thank you all for your loyalty to this YouTuber. Love having you with us. We want you to get rich. That's all there is to it. It's nothing personal. We want you to make a lot of money in this market. And I think writing options is the way to go. Be the casino, not the gambler on the floor of the casino. 249 thumbs ups. 250 votes. 250 votes are in on this question of the day now. 62% maintain yes, GameStop is going higher. 160 thumbs ups have come in. We're now 40 away. Thank you, guys. I can smell 200 just ahead of us. Thank you all for coming together for us and helping us get there. The market, the Dow, look at it go, 101. S&P up 3. The NASDAQ down 45. It's definitely a convergence here, a slight differential between one direction and the other. We're going to find out how this plays out. Stocks moving the most today: General Motors, Lockheed Martin, Open Door, D.R. Horton, Philip Morris, MedPace, and others, they say. Interesting. Rocket Lab down 77 cents. SoFi is at 2045, 2050, down about 75. We got GameStop down, make that up 8 on GameStop. We're down 150 now on those Qs, 562.52 on the Qs. Those of you looking at those credit spreads, you've got to be smiling here. The little pullback going on. We've got MicroStrategy up $6. Spire down $1 at 11.03. We've got Apple up 96 cents. We've got Tesla down 30 cents. Microsoft off 34. Alphabet down 25. The Amazon shares are up 43. And NVIDIA down 332 at 168 on NVIDIA. Interesting. Our friends who are carrying call credit spreads are really smiling now. Meta down 188. Supermicro down 43 cents. ASTS down $3 at 53.56. AI up 6. Palantir down 313 at 148.66. The high 155.68. Unity down 85. Goldman down 461. It got to 726 last week. It's 701 now. Cisco's up 23 cents. The spiders are up 8. Netflix down 8.50 The high for Netflix, $1,341. It's at $12.24. I'm beginning to see prices here for stocks where we hit highs on some of these last week, and now we are already off 1 or 2 or 3% as it is on individual stocks. The markets as a whole have been rotating, and they've been trying to hold their gains, their highs, but we are beginning to see, I think, slight bits of deterioration. 562.31 on the Qs, down 186. The NASDAQ is down 62 points, and it looks like we're going a little lower. A bit of profit taking might be happening here and there on some stocks. Just kind of wondering about that. GameStop, 24.36. No profit taking here because there is no profit taking for the last few weeks, last few months of trading on GameStop. We are going to go higher, I think. 24.34 right now, up 14 with the high of the day, 24.84. We've been 50 cents higher already today. I wonder if we're going to go even higher than that. 77 million shorted. 19% of the free float is short on GameStop, and it has a book value of $20 a share. Okay, well, we'll follow. We'll follow all of it. Thank you so much for being with us today. Commentary. Let's see if I can keep up with you guys. Let's see. What do we got here? Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Jesse. What do you think's going on with SoFi? I was thinking of writing my first cash ticket put with a $25 strike expiring January. Still a good idea. A very good idea. You might be able to get closer to $8 for that. Make your move. Hector, Rocket Lab down 69 cents though. Little chaos. Everyone can thank me for GameStop going up. I wrote $25 covered calls on Monday, so that's why it's going higher. Bobby, SEDG isn't slowing down for a solar panel stock. Been following for 2 months, 15 to 30. Austin, GameStop finally getting jealous of SoFi and is coming back with a vengeance. A sky-high kite, number 153, thumbs up. Bobby, still a good idea, Jesse, though, to write those calls. Lisa, Spire, earnings will be the 13th of August. Consensus, 44-cent was it loss? That's probably why it's dropping. Johnny says, if it wasn't for scum, something like Ken Griffin, GameStop would have ripped a long time ago. Johnny, keep it clean, please. Keep it clean. James, yesterday I opened a triple Q call credit spread, 571, 574, expiring tomorrow for a quarter. I just closed it off for 9 cents. Nice job, James of the Misty Tree. Jesse, thanks, Bobby. Savage of Wall Street, Lucid announces that all Air models will have access to Tesla superchargers. This is good news. Lucid is sitting at $3 a share, just saying. Bobby, seems like there is a small leak in the hot air balloon that is this market burst. The man, Savage of Wall Street, BBAI, has been printing me so much money the last 8 months. The man, Savage of Wall Street, cash ticket puts and covered calls. My cost base is $380, and I'm loving it. 1MJM. Anyone writing covered calls on Amazon? What strike price and how far are you writing? How far out? White Feather, JD. Sorry, I had to step away. Hope my answer was of some use to you. There you are. Thank you all so very much for being here. 2043 on the SoFi now. Volume on the morning, 13 million in 17 minutes. Slowing down from that initial opening pop. We'll see what happens if that was a drop and now we compounded higher. We'll figure it out. We'll be here. GameStop up 14, 24.34. Qs are down 240 now, 561.77 and falling on the triple Qs. And the NASDAQ down 89, make it down 93 points. The NASDAQ is falling and the Qs are moving along with it. Rocket Lab down 133 at 45.86. Microsoft down 62. Apple up 61. Nvidia down $4. Meta down 330. Google down 150. Tesla down $1. Amazon down 78 cents. What do you do on Amazon calls? If you're going to write Amazon calls, the stock is 228.59. Amazon's high for the year is 242, and we're now at 228. Do you write 1 month out calls, 2 months, 3 months, and how far out of the money should you go? A very good question. If you go out far enough forward in time, you can go high enough to approach the all-time high of the stock, that $240 something neighborhood, 240. There's the question, though. Is there a premium that far out? Or should you just go with a 1-month contract, maybe $5 or $7 ahead of the stock, or a 2-month contract? The other thought is you go out 6 months, go forward, write it, take a big premium, and say to yourself, I'm going to shut this thing down in a month or two as it shrinks back, or if the stock wants to back off in price. Good questions. One to ask. You've got to see some. You got to keep an eye on those those option spreads, option chains. Charlie, glad to see Nvidia dropping right there. Yeah, well, that is a sign that this market might be in for a bit of a profit-taking mode. We're down 114, 116, 117 on NASDAQ now. We are falling back on the NASDAQ. The Qs are down 269 at 561.48 as they're beginning to ease up a little bit here. And I figure more is likely. If we do see a 1% drop on the NASDAQ, we'll see a $5 drop on the Qs. A 2% drop on NASDAQ through the week, that's a $10 drop on those Qs. So, 565 to 555 or lower. Well, let's see what happens. I don't know. Just saying. Anyway, there you go, dude. Shrinkage, baby. Shrinkage. Yes, there is shrinkage happening on some contracts out there that you have written. Congratulations. 2026 on SoFi down 91. The volume now 14.4 million. I don't know why it's dropping. I don't know who's making it go down. Could be shorters ganging up on it. Maybe they have the upper hand for the first half an hour to an hour. In the second hour of trading, does SoFi put on a rally back to 2150, 22? I don't know. I'm just here going, hey, I'm just saying, cash secured put writing, good idea on SoFi. Oh, is it a good idea now? Yes. If you're always writing, it doesn't matter. You always do well. Isn't that something how this works? Pick and roll. I'm smiling indeed. I am smiling indeed. Yes, the market's going up or down. You make money anyway. The question is, are you a real option writer or are you not? And desperately trying to get you into option writing, especially cash secured put writing, sitting on cash only. This is the time. Go cash and write cash secured puts. No question about that move. Welcome all to the party. The Dow is up 120. It's in its own world, but NASDAQ and S&P now are red. S&P down 8, NASDAQ down 138. So the Dow is going to follow if this continues. These two markets are going to drag the Dow with it. We've got the Qs off 326 now, 560.50. 366 drop on the Qs, 360.50. The Qs are definitely backing off. They hit a high yesterday at 566. We're now at 560.50 and dropping on the Qs, okay? Down 145 on NASDAQ right now. Okay, that is the story, kids. We're following a lot of stuff going on here. Writing cash secured puts says, dude, absolutely, I'm taking money. Great time to look at SoFi cash secured puts right here with the stock off $1, 2007. Oh, yeah. Let's take a peek. Now, my quotes are a little behind the 8 ball, so don't mind moi. Take a look at Jan 27th. I may or may not have an accurate quote here. The 25s, excuse me. I think you guys were getting about 750 yesterday. They're now printing closer to 780 to 790, maybe even $8. And that means, of course, if you write a $25 cash secured put for Jan 27 on SoFi with an $8 premium coming in, you're willing to buy the stock back at $17. Are you willing to do that? Not a bad idea. The 25s, like I said, $8, that means 17. The 22s, I'm showing them at about $6 maybe. That might be where they're trading at. The 20s for Jan 27, they're going at 475 maybe. They might go closer to 490, which means you would be paying $15.10 to buy back the stock if you were to write 20s. SoFi right now, 1995 is the print at the moment, I believe. 1993. So we've got some selling coming in on SoFi, which might be a great opportunity to write some cheap, some beautiful cash secured puts for some nice bucks. Those $20 Jan 26s, they have recovered back to the $3 neighborhood, but that's all they've done. Not that great a run, and they are now at the money. They're worthless maybe they're worth a nickel. The rest is time depreciation. So the 20s are at 3. The 22s are at 4.10 or so. The 25s are 6.15. They're now in the money, $5. I wouldn't be writing $25 Jan 26s. I'd be writing $25 Jan 27s. Yes. Very interesting morning this morning. 1984 on SoFi right at the moment, with a little bit of selling coming in, and we'll see what we've got. Savage, my SQQQ calls are nice and green. The question is, are they going to print? JV SoFi 1995. Jack, let's let them shake the tree at SoFi. Only the strong will survive. Earnings next Tuesday. Jim, with notice bonuses attached to the $25, $35, and $45 levels before June 26, is there any chance this doesn't rise to those levels? Do you think he's motivated for that stock to go higher? No kidding. A Savage of Wall Street, the man, this is a very good average. Mine is around there too, and I've sold $10 covered calls expiring Jan 2. It's been a nice printer so far. Let's see what he does. Says Savage of Wall Street, over to the man. And they're talking about a different stock, of course. They're talking about, what are they talking about? BBAI, I believe, is what they're talking about over there. Okay. Welcome all to the show. SoFi back to 2005 after hitting 19. What was the low on this stock? 1982. 1990 to $20 range is where we're at on volume of 20 million. 20 million traded in 25 minutes on your SoFi. I think we're back to $20, but I could be wrong. My machines are jumping around right now. I'm not for sure accurate what they're doing at the moment. You'll let me know. 2009, I think, is where SoFi is at right now. 2010, a little pop-up right here. GameStop down 48 cents. Is that right? Did GameStop just take a little pop lower? 23.72 on 3.7 million. Opportunity knocks. Cash secured puts on GameStop. Absolutely opportunity knocks. Rocket Lab down 229. Microsoft down 142. So the Dow is only up 81 now. It's backing off. We're down 15 on S&P. We're down 189 on NASDAQ. Almost a 1% drop. I haven't seen that in a while, like a long while. The Qs down to 559.71. We're down 446 on the triple Qs. SoFi 2007. Welcome everyone to the party. I'm glad to have you here. Great to have you join us this morning. My cruise coming up. I've got a cruise coming up on October the 4th. Jen and I are going to be on a cruise ship known as the Oceania Marina. And if you'd like to join us, you're going to have to contact your travel agent or head to vacationstogo.com. But we're going to be on this ship right here. This might be a little clearer image here. It's not a big ship. This particular vessel only has 1,250 guests. It was built in 2011. You can see that right here, but refurbished last year beautifully. She's 785 feet long, 105 feet wide, 1,250 passengers, 776 crew. And we're quite looking forward to our voyage. This is our actual voyage. We're going to get on the ship in Rome on the 4th of October. So if you want to join us, get over to Rome for the 4th of October and get on this ship with us. We're going to Salerno, Palermo, Valletta in Malta, and then we're heading over to Cyprus, Greece, and Turkey. We end up in Istanbul. This is the actual itinerary right here. You can see how we begin our cruise in Rome, Salerno, Palermo, Valletta. One sea day, only one sea day. Wednesday, October 8th. Every other day, we're somewhere else. And we end our cruise in Istanbul. We have an overnighter there, and then we disembark on the 16th. So you want to pop through and spend some time with Jen and I, you can do that right there. Cost of this cruise, if you go to vacationstogo.com, you'll notice these prices up here. An inside room is $2,500, an ocean view $3,060. A balcony, they start at $3,245, and the suite $4,800. We're not in a suite, but we are in a balcony, and we're on an upgraded balcony. If you take any of those cruises, those packages, you'll get a $550 onboard credit to spend as you please, and then a house select beverage package as well. I like this deal. 12 days, all inclusive. The tipping is included. It says right here, prices include gratuities, all non-alcoholic beverages, especially restaurant dining and unlimited internet. And also with this package, you get wine and beer with dinner and so on as well. And a $550 credit. No tipping, no internet fees, no specialty dining upcharges. It's virtually an all-inclusive deal. Of course, any of the excursions you take will be extra. This is the room that we booked right here, this kind of room, a balcony room. And these are nice. This is the main dining area right here. We're talking 6-star service here. This is not a Carnival cheapo cruise, okay? It's a nice high-end cruise. Small group of passengers, 1,250 passengers. That's a small number. That's the buffet area. This is a spa veranda area that Jen and I will have access to as well with those padded loungers. There's the main pool, and all the loungers there are padded as well. Quite nice. Here's the lobby right here. There's a concierge lounge available for certain balcony passengers. Jen and I qualify for that. Here's a wonderful end of the ship, back of the ship picture. This is the outside area for the one of the restaurant areas. And we are looking forward to some very nice scenery. We're going to be in Palermo in Sicily. There's Palermo. Here is another one of our spots. This is probably, let me double check. Where is that? That could be Salerno, I believe. Or no, that's Valletta, Malta. That is Malta. Pardon me. That is Malta. We'll be there for the day. I will be familiar with these locations and these pictures intimately by the time we're done, but this is the kind of geography and views we're going to be experiencing here on some of our stops along the way. Of course, we're going to see a lot of these Roman ruins, which I am very interested in. This is a thing of mine. I love Roman history. I'll be looking forward to these tours. Some of these pictures are incredible here, some of these places we're going to be at. And you're invited to come and join us if you'd like to grab yourself a cabin. Call vacationstogo.com, and they'll set you up for this kind of a cruise. Looking forward to it, very much so. We're going to be in Santorini as well. This is a place that's been photographed a billion times. There's Istanbul. We're going to be here for 2 nights on the ship. So there you go. The gateway between Europe and Asia. Depending on which side of the bridge you're on, kind of looking forward to it. Dining options, of course, the main dining room included. Jacques French Bistro is no extra charge. The Asian Fusion Restaurant, no extra charge. The Polo Grill, upscale steakhouse, no extra charge. Toscana, upscale Italian, no extra fees. And, of course, there's Waves. And then there's the Tourist Cafe. Pretty nice. I'm kind of looking forward to this cruise. If you'd like to join us, we'd love to have you pop by, hang out with us. We'll compare option trades because we'll be trading at that time right from the ship. Who knows? We'll see how it how it all plays out. Thank you, everybody, for your patience as I talk about our trip coming up. Giddy up, everybody! How you doing? Is everybody happy? Are you making any money out there? Let's see what's going on. Let's see here. Roaring T. I wonder if the spike in GameStop yesterday was because of option settlement from Friday. Jack Johnson, let's golf at the Oasis Country Club or Shadow Mountain. The man, Savage of Wall Street, looking like my August 15 $6 cash secured put, might be getting me more shares. All is good. I got 85% for them. I'll take more at 515 here. Savage of Wall Street, in for 3 SoFi $20 cash secured puts expiring January, and my stinkers triggered at 305. They paid me 305 for these contracts. The stock's at 2015 right now. These contracts are worthless except for the time depreciation. Well done. Savage is writing them. Thank you. May have another. Worst case, I'm in for 300 shares at $16.95. Which is not bad at all. I mean, if I have to buy SoFi, I'll pay $16.95, says Savage of Wall Street. Charlie just sold Triple Q, 566, 568, July 23rd expiry. That is tomorrow expiry. Got me 22 cents on these $2 spreads. So I got $22 for $200, 11% return. for tomorrow. The Qs are down 531 at 558.86, and he's at 566.68. Very nice protection, a nice little range. I have a suspicion Charlie is going to make money, and he might close them today if possible. He might just be doing that. Charlie, stinkers are set at 50% profit, baby. Give me 50%. I'm out of here. Savage Wall Street, RCAT, $8 cash secured puts expiring January are $2. Not a bad entry if you get in at $6 or you keep 25% of your investment. Worse things have happened. Put up 800 and get 200 back immediately. Not a bad move. Depeche sounds like a great cruise. Nico, Q's. Whoa, yesterday's rollover paid off. There you go. Sean W. Sean is here. Is going W. Welcome all. Hey, yeah, look, if you want to join us, find your way to Rome, October 4th. Come see it. Write some options, make some money, grab a plane, let's go. All right. Thank you, everybody. 2024 on SoFi. We're back to 2024 after bottoming out at 1982. That was the low trade today. 25 million traded now in 34 minutes. Very active now and recovering quite quickly. A week today are the financial results. 2020 to 2025 is where we're at the moment on SoFi. GameStop down just 27 cents, 23.93. It got down to 23.54. GameStop is now back to 23.93, almost a 40-cent recovery from the low of the day. 4.2 million traded on GameStop. On Rocket Lab, the low today, 44.46, now at 45.34, a 90-cent recovery. 7.3 million on Rocket Lab. Sooner or later, it will bounce up again. What can I say? Emmanuel, where do you see SoFi next week on earnings? I don't know. I don't know. I did not anticipate the shares would go all the way up to 22.74 2 weeks before earnings. I was delighted, very happy with the 22.74 print. Surprised, though, was the word. 20.30 right now. Doing what it's doing right now, this is normal. This is very normal. We've gone from that 15.16 neighborhood to 22.70, and now we're at 20.30. This is quite reasonable. Opportunity knocks for those of you writing cash secured puts. I would not buy the stock here. I would just write cash secured puts. Write January 27, 25s and try to get your hands on $8. 780, take the money. And if the stock goes to $25, great. Your puts will drop like a rock. You'll earn interest on your money every day, and you're a happy camper. They want to go to $28. You'll roll the 25s into 30s, and you'll take more money. Okay. Hey, up to you how you want to do this. Savage is doing his thing at $20 contracts. He's doing $20 cash secured puts. He's happy to buy the stock back at $16.95 just for January 26th. You can write Jan 27 20s. You'll get $5.50, maybe $6 for those, perhaps. That will get you into the $15 neighborhood if you're exercised. Again, it's up to you. What's your comfort level? Do you have to own the stock? No. Look at it, though. 2046 now, roaring back to the 2050 level, down 60, 68, 69 cents after bottoming at 1986. This is a nice recovery so far on SoFi. Volume is now 26 million shares on your SoFi. The Dow's up just 37 to 40 points. We were up 140. We're down 15 on S&P. We're down 150 on NASDAQ. And the triple Qs are at 560.01, down 416. The triple Qs have been hit nicely. Spiders are only down 172 because the S&P is off 15.8, which is a quarter of a point, where the NASDAQ is down 3/4 of a point. And is this going to be the whole day, or are we going to fluctuate a little bit here? We'll find out. This is why some of you wait an hour before you make your first move on your triple Qs, on your daily trades. Fun times. Urban Wonder, I love how you're incorporating your other channel into this video. Well, I am going to be traveling. I'm going to travel. So I have a travel channel. Then I have this channel. I tell the other channel I do a stock channel. So it's up to you whether you care about one or the other or both. But hey, I am going on a trip, and I thought I'd show you a few photos about what's coming up. So what can I tell you? If you're making money writing options and you can quit your day job and you can write options anywhere you go in the world, you could theoretically be on a cruise ship. And I don't care if you're in the Caribbean or you're in New England looking at the fall colors this year, whether you're doing a transatlantic like we did last year, you can do option work. You can do YouTube work, which is what I did last year, anywhere. And I will be doing option trading starting in August. And I will be in Japan. I will be in Singapore. I will be in Dubai. I will be in Europe. I will be on a cruise. Jen and I will be in Switzerland. And we will be writing options from wherever we are, which is available to you, again, in your hometown, in an RV, going away for the weekend somewhere, taking a 1-week vacay to Florida or Hawaii, or going on an around-the-world trip, or slow vacationing for the rest of your 50s. I don't know. It's up to you to decide what to do, where you're doing it, how you're going to do it, but it's doable. Thank you all so very much here. Savage of Wall Street, Sound, $11 cash ticket puts expiring October, going for $1.70. Stock is almost at 12. Just saying, not a terrible trade if you've been looking at Sound AI. There you have it. Here's thoughts. Jennifer is in the house. How are you, Jen?
Good. How are you?
I'm really great. What do we got here? We've got.
It's kind of the Tuesday special.
Yeah.
Except we didn't have ham.
Okay.
So it's a Tuesday and a Wednesday special mix-up fusion.
So we got some meat slices, cheese, and egg on a toasted sesame seed bagel.
Yeah. So it's a Tuesday Wednesday fusion.
Oh, well, I don't think this is going to be.
It's still slippery. It's
not going to be sent back to the kitchen. I'll tell you that right now. This isn't going back to the kitchen.
No hairs. Okay.
Well, that would be good. Please. Oh,
it's a dreary, overcast, stay in bed and pull the blankets over your head day.
Today's a perfect day to sleep in.
It's cold. We're only going to be it's going to feel like 10 degrees.
40s.
Well, right now it feels like 10.
It's about 48 degrees out there.
So it's just lovely to sleep.
Curl up.
And I stayed out late last night. I just can't do that.
Richard Carlin says, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Good morning, Richie.
Hello, everybody. Jen went out last night and met a group of people she hasn't seen in 50 years. 55 years, maybe.
Well, we were trying to figure out the last time I saw one of them was on the bus going to university, so I would have been 19.
1920.
But these are kids I went to middle school with, junior high. Yeah.
Hung out with some junior high kids yesterday.
I said to the bartender when I got into the brewery, I said, I'm meeting a group that I haven't met. I haven't seen since junior high. And I don't know what they look like, and they don't know what I look like, because I had stood there for a while waiting for someone to call my name or, go, hey, Norm. But there was
nobody recognizes me.
So the bartender pulls the waiter over and says, tell him what you're doing. So I told him, and he goes, oh, I think I know the table.
I know.
And I said, is it the table with old people at it? And he said, no, I carded each and every one of them.
They've all been carded. They're all good. Oh, my goodness.
Sure enough, it was them.
It was them. SoFi 2060, we're coming on. Ooh. And so Jen hung out with her junior high, some of her junior high classmates yesterday.
The one guy left just at the start of grade 9. And the rest of us kind of most of us went to the same high school. You follow the same track. Some went to other high schools, and then at university, of course, you go everywhere. But again, most of them went to the USC. And it was fun. It was lots of fun. Except we were in an outdoor patio, and it rained. So we were sitting there with umbrellas up, thinking, I don't think this is unlucky. We're not really inside. Not really. Yeah.
A good time.
A good time. How is it with the mixture of the meat and the egg?
This is very delightful.
No Philippe's.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for that.
And how did you sleep last night?
Well, the alarm had to wake me up today.
Can you speaking of alarms, can you hear your ride's coming?
Yeah, my ride's coming. Yeah, it was a very good night. When it's cool and rainy, I sleep like a log.
Right, because there's not people out walking.
That's right.
And it's not that they're screaming or anything. It's just at night you can hear them so clearly.
At times, we hear spirited discussions.
Spirited discussions, yes.
Between people
who have been imbibing for a goodly part of the
expressing their opinions to each other,
especially after hockey games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But last night was very quiet.
Very quiet.
Cold, wet, damp, silent. Perfect. It went very well. So yeah, the sleep was very good.
I went to a little like a neighborhood brewery pub. It was lovely, but it kind of felt like I was going on a body dump. We took a lot of little neighborhood backyard industrial turns. And I trusted my Uber. This isn't a body dump, right? My husband didn't hire you, right?
Goodness. The fact that I'm running out of town isn't enough for her. Oh.
It's all just a ruse.
It's just a ruse to do me in. Oh, that's my goodness. Oh, jeez.
Yeah. It's lots of fun. I highly recommend it. The other times they had a major reunion on our 50th, and we weren't here at that time. But they got to go through the school, and were astounded after 50 years how much it was still the same.
Is it any wonder that kids
they
today
built them to last?
Kids today are in these old buildings going,
no,
my mom and dad was in this building.
They were astounded, and to tell you how long it's been since we were there. You know how they have class pictures up on the wall? Well, apparently our class picture and the one on either side of us, all you can see is the year and the names because the picture is totally faded out. They're all, it's not even ghosts. He says there's not even they're gone. It's gone.
Oh my God.
But then they started better color pictures, apparently, and those ones are still up.
The color photos.
But ours are still up, even though you can't see it.
Black and white.
But the names are there. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I remember my girlfriend's daughter went to the same high school I did, and it was maybe the second or third day she'd been there. She called me, "Your picture's still up on the wall." Like, oh God. She said, "I had to look a couple of times. I didn't think it was you."
That hurt. You know what she looks like now?
Says her name.
Do you have any idea how she's changed?
I guess it's her. So refreshing from a teenager.
Oh God.
Just makes your day.
Oh my.
So what's happening? SoFi's coming back up. Did you find out what happened yesterday to GameStop? What was that?
We don't have the answer. What we do have is
like there was no meme, no one said anything.
We're still investigating that, but the GameStop shares traded much higher than normal, and then this morning they were down in the pre-market.
Yeah.
They were up this morning. We're even now, down about 19 cents.
It was a healthy spike yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, and we're wondering, is this the beginning of the beginning? Because that's what might be happening here. We're not sure.
SoFi, they don't have to tell till they get to a certain point.
Yeah, that's true. SoFi went down first thing this morning, got all the way down to 1986.
I can understand that.
It's now 2054. It's come back quite a ways.
There you go. Good old profit taking.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the shorters always looking sharks in the water circling.
Mm-hmm.
You just never know.
The results come out next week.
Oh, their earnings are
a week
next week?
today. SoFi earnings will be out.
After, at the end, right? Don't they come out, or did they come out
Pre-market.
before? Yeah.
Pre-market.
They're a pre. Nice.
Well, that's what we're watching for, keeping an eye on.
Oh, now here's a little something.
Okay.
At one of our busiest intersections in Calgary, where they have been doing some construction, this morning there appears to be 8 cars pulled to the side with flat tires.
Oh, no.
So the police are now there investigating.
So construction site,
Oh, 8 cars.
8 cars with
Yeah.
flats.
So, something wrong, something bad happened, and I'm sure people will continue to hear about it for a while.
Well, who's liable?
Exactly.
What was the cause of that? And who pays?
Someone did something.
Oh my goodness!
I thought, oh, those early morning people going to work and hearing the pop. Yeah.
Or
And then
slowly
backing up. We've had enough rain that some of the intersections are closed because of water, that it's gathering water,
Yeah,
which means in a week, mosquitoes! Yay!
I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Lots of mosquitoes for all the festivals that happen in August.
We have people saying hi to you. Mandu number 5.
Number
We've
4.
got Larry Titus saying hello to you.
Morning, Larry.
Absolutely a bunch here. We have people asking questions. Jay Lee Nova. Hi, Jay Lee. Excuse me. Any suggestions for good long-term hold for a newbie investor? Well, there might be some folks who'll give you an answer to that question. This channel specializes in talking about
And a
writing
turnaround.
options.
Yeah.
The good long-term hold we're talking about is cash.
Yeah. That's right.
You want to hold
Cash
cash right
is
now,
king.
and
Yeah,
you want to
that's
write
how-
cash secured puts against that cash and bring in 20 to 40% premiums against that cash and collect interest
And
on
then-
all
yeah.
that cash right now.
And put that
That's
into EFTs. And
so there are certain stocks we like for that kind of thing, and you
Because
probably noticed we talk about them here.
we're
all
not
the time.
really a hold stock kind of people.
No, we're not a hold stock kind of channel. Although
You can
people
always
have had
buy
SoFi,
IBM.
Rocket Lab, GameStop, all the way through this channel's history,
Mhm,
of course. But many here have made a lot of money not holding these shares and writing cash secured puts
Mhm.
instead.
Mhm.
JJ, Uncle Bruce, will you still disable comments on videos you post here on YouTube? When you do a
Oh,
recording, the
yes.
only way we can talk to you, react to you, is if we put in a comment. Will you be opening the comment section? I might be, but I believe I might be able to. What's the word I'm looking for?
Restrict.
There may be filters available to me from YouTube that allows me to.
Try to keep the trolls under control.
Yeah,
And the robot.
If the trolls just attack the comment section,
And
it'll
all the
last an
bots
hour.
trying to sell
I mean,
something.
I'll just shut it down.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in attracting haters. Constructive criticism, yeah, okay. Thoughts, yeah. Commentary, yeah, but
The trolls, no.
you know what I mean. Savage of Wall Street, AI 2750 cash secured puts that expire in 2027 are giving you $7 right now. Buy AI for $20.
See, there's a
Why the
long-term
face is wrong with
Maybe
that?
long-term.
What the face is wrong with that? Nothing. It's stealing money at this point. So if you're writing 2750 cash secured puts and they hand you $7 in cash to do it,
That's ridiculous.
you're putting up 2750 to get 700 back immediately.
You dream of that kind.
Are you willing to buy AI for $20.50 a share? It's trading at 28.07 right now.
Mhm.
Would you like to commit yourself? I mean, make a commitment to pay 2050 all the way up to 2027. I don't
But
think that's much of a
Chances
risk.
are you're never going to be exercising.
You can make nothing but money. Larry, good morning, Auntie Jen. Murray from Tokyo. My wife did a stake bid on SoFi, $17 cash secured puts for August 1st, 25 expiry at 23 cents when it was at 16 cents. She got it, and now it's back to 16 cents. So she sold them at 23. So now maybe she'll get buy them back at 11 or less.
And as we have learned from Credit Savage, 8 cents, 9 cents, ain't nothing wrong with
Rock
that.
and roll.
Nothing
Murray
wrong with that.
Murray is just outside of Tokyo. He wrote me that email
Oh yes,
yesterday.
that's right.
I have to get back to Murray on his email. So
You might have an in-person one-on-one.
who knows? Who knows? Charlie, great tip, Savage. Charlie, I love the AI tip.
Yeah.
John Harpster, good morning, Auntie Jen. Charlie, good morning,
Morning,
Auntie Jen. RT, I think some of the put options writers got assigned Friday. RT on GameStop, they may have been assigned. Roaring T,
Oh,
maybe a bunch of people sold 24 puts on GameStop Friday since it closed above 24 and had to buy yesterday. Maybe not. Chase,
yeah.
Rosita Parker, Auntie Jen, will you be doing your own trading in August? No, we'll be doing trading here back and forth. We'll be
Well,
talking about
we
our
do it
trades.
together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do it
I
together.
don't know.
Yeah.
What happens if we don't agree? Does one of us get to be a lone wolf and just go and do it? Just do it.
I'm not commenting on any of this stuff. The Savage Wall Street. Good morning, Auntie Jen. B. Tizzle. Good morning.
Good morning,
Dak.
Savage
Good morning,
and
Uncle Bruce.
Tizzle.
Auntie Jen. Cruise looks amazing. Your cruise looks amazing.
Doesn't it?
J
Yes.
JV Savage. Thanks for the tip. That AI is something else. I do like the payout for Jan
Right.
27th. Lisa, maybe there's a function to only allow subscribers to add a comment. Well, I don't know. I have to investigate this. It's constantly changing with YouTube. And
Yeah.
Sharon, you will easily be able to restrict comments to subscribers. Beach Boy, hi Auntie Jen, how you doing?
Hey, Beach Boy, how you
Beach Boy,
doing?
how you
Do you
doing?
know what they have in our Costco store now?
Uh-oh, what?
Little individual in glass ramekin lemon meringue pies.
Yes, we've noticed a lemon meringue selection.
And the last two
at
times
Costco,
we've
in
been
a
there,
prepackaged kind of
I
thing.
have to kind of pull it off the shelf and look at it and just decide, can I eat them all? Well, I can't eat them all, but
easily done.
should I eat them all?
As a matter of fact,
How much sugar is in here?
oh,
What do you got?
speaking of lemon meringue, there it is.
Oh, yeah, see? Can you see these guys? Lemon meringue.
See,
And I don't, how many do you get there?
I don't
Did you
know.
get 4? I don't know.
Uh,
But they look delightful. And I think of
6
you
or
every
8.
time, Beach Boy. Every time I look at them.
6. You get 6.
I get 6.
That's me at my Costco. This is an interesting looking thing, Beach Boy. There you go. We're
See?
thinking of you, Beach Boy.
And with that face, I just can't believe people don't come up and say, Uncle
Hey,
Bruce,
aren't you that guy that does that
aren't you that guy
over there?
with that?
Isn't it you doing that over
That's
there?
Okay, well, I'm
Like
taking
that.
the stuff out. I'm going to have my coffee. Enjoy your Tuesday wherever you are.
Mm.
I hope it's nice and cool wherever you are. Not hot and stinky.
Right. That's right. That's right. Is that Savage of Wall Street? Is that Beach Boy in that picture? He likes pies. Savage of Wall Street. Oh, wait. That's Uncle Bruce. Great picture. Great picture.
Right? It could have been.
Could have been.
There's a lot of similarity there. I don't know.
It is. Thank you so much, Auntie Jen, for that bagel today. Love it. It's beautiful. See you later, alligator. Savage of Wall Street says, if they don't agree, I believe they will do whatever Auntie Jen wants to do. She kind of controls what he does. I know my wife does. The terrible things that they make you think you have free will. It's fascinating, isn't it? Yes, there you go. Charlie, would be fun to see you guys have a friendly trading competition. Some starting point, see whose account is ahead after 6 months. Beach Boy, highly addictive red alert on that lemon meringue stuff. So there you are. Giddy up, everybody. Thank you for your commentary, everybody. Welcome to the program. Great to have you here. Thanks again for filling out this question of the day. 288 of you now have answered my poll question today. 62% of you have a suspicion that GameStop might be beginning a bit of a pop here at any time. 38% not so sure, but there's 62% pretty consistent. That out of 288, most of you are thinking something is up. 181 thumbs up so far, only 19 away from the coveted 200 thumbs up position. Thank you all for coming through for us and nailing the thumbs up button for us. 181. We are just so very close. I appreciate it, kids, very, very much. All that participation is wonderful. Okay, everybody. We have officially now hit 200 thumbs ups for yesterday's show. We were only 4 away from hitting 200 yesterday when I woke up this morning. We're now at 200 thumbs ups. Thank you to the 4 of you that found yesterday's show and nailed that thumbs up button to give us a magic 200. I love that nice round number. Thank you again this morning for those of you nailing the thumbs up button right now. Much, much appreciated as we grind along here to keep YouTube engaged and let them know that this channel is relevant and should be promoted to new viewers. Thank you, guys. Okay, what else is going on here? RT, are you going live, Savage, today? Nico, I closed and sold my Q puts today. Now, double checking. Oops, sorry, call credit spreads, not puts. Oh, he closed his call credit spreads today. Left the ones I purchased open because they're worthless anyway. I'm thinking to write a daily contract, 564. Do you think that's too close to the fire? Well, the Qs are 559.87, down 418 or so, 430. We're right around this let's call it 560 level, and you're trying to write 564s. The market will have to turn around with a 4-point turnaround. That means the market would have to turn around 310 points on NASDAQ. Well, let's put it this way. A 156-point turnaround would take away the losses. Anything above 160-point turnaround would, make you lose money if you're running 564. So do you think that the NASDAQ will stay down on the day, even if it's only 30, 40 points, not 150? You're still winning, of course. That's the question to ask, and I understand what you're saying. There are people here who will say, I will not do that for one day, but I'll do it for 2 days. I'll do expiries tomorrow, but I won't do 564s. I'll do 568s for tomorrow expiry, and I'll be that much further away from the campfire. The spread might be a better spread for you. Something to consider. Keep an eye. Savage of Wall Street. Oh, wait, is NEO popping a bit? Well, look at that. My NEO calls are up nicely. I have 150 $15 calls expiring in 2027, and the average is 29 cents. Kids, don't be stupid like me. Stick to covered calls and cash secured puts. Anyway, there you go. Giddy up, everybody. We're up 52 on the Dow. We were up about 200. We were down. Now we're up again. The S&Ps are down about 15 points. The NASDAQ market down 148, 2/3 of a percentage point. So the Qs are at 560.49. They've just popped up about 50 cents. So 564 might be too close. I don't know. Keep an eye on this market. SoFi 2062 now. 2062 on SoFi. Make it 64. We seem to be at the best level since the opening on SoFi. We seem to have chewed through all that selling that took SoFi down to 1982 a share. We're back now to 2064, so that's what is that? 82-cent recovery. Still down 50 cents, but not $1.30. 2066 right now on SoFi. The volume on SoFi is 32.2 million. It's substantial. It's definitely a buy wave, and I think this is positive. I think this is a strong wave of buying coming in here. We're now 2065, down only about 51, 52 cents on SoFi. So that looks pretty good. GameStop down just 15 cents, 24.05. It doesn't seem to want to go under 24 much. It did for a bit, but it's come right back now. Are we going to run it through 24.50 to 25 today or higher? 4.8 million GameStop traded, nothing like SoFi, so we'll follow that. Rocket Lab down 141 at 45.78. The low today, 44.46. That was early this morning. We rallied back past 46. We slumped again, but we didn't go lower. And now we're popping up again. We didn't go below 44.46 on the second sell-off. We're bouncing again. So now the question is, Has Rocket Lab hit the bottom here at 44.46 for the day? And we're going to have successive pops from here. That is the question, and well, time will tell. Microsoft is down 86 cents. Apple is up 82. Nvidia down 480 at 166.50. Meta down $8. Google down 88. Tesla's only up 46 cents. Amazon down 180. Netflix down $19. Broadcom down 870. So some of these heavier stocks are getting hit a bit here. IBM down 84. ASTS Space Mobile 53.28 last trade, down 338. $50 cash secured puts might be the right there. That might be a good one to write today. 45s, 46s, 47s, 48s, 50s. That's might where you want to move in on this. HIMs are up $1. Don't know what to tell you on that. MSTR down 505. AI down just 9 cents. 28 cash secured puts to Jan 27 pay heavily, handsomely. Wonderful premiums. SMCI super microcomputer under 50, 49.58. Writing $45 cash secured puts might be the perfect contract to consider over there. Check the premiums and timing. What can you get for this? Palantir down 340 at 148.39. Intel up 7. SmartRent up about 2 cents. Coinbase down 10.30. Costco at $950, up $3. EI Lilly up $12. Uber up 11 cents. Cisco up 12 cents. We've got the Dow now up 46. Nothing serious going on here. 0.1 of a percentage point uptick. Nothing great. Down 9 points on S&P. Nasdaq down 110 again. Nasdaq again falling off. The Qs are back down 339 at 560.78. Are the Qs going to give up some ground here? Are we going to see the Qs back into the 559, 558 range? That is the question. If this market is losing a bit of ground, well, we'll have to wait and see what that does. SoFi, 2069, 2070 now on SoFi, down only 40 odd cents, 45, 46 cents. It's coming on, down 14 on GameStop right now. Welcome to the party, kids. Nice to have you with us today. Appreciate your participation. 2081 on SoFi. It's popping again. The volume is in excess of 32, 33 million shares for SoFi. It is trading nicely, and we're pushing 2080 on the stock. It would appear. Watching closely what it's up to. Thank you all for joining me this morning. 2084, I think, on SoFi right now. Okay. What's this? Mitch, have you ever thought of opening a mukbang channel? I have no idea what you're talking about. Is this obscene or what? I don't know what's going on. Savage on Wall Street. I have absolutely nothing written on GameStop right now except cash secured puts. I have 23 cash secured puts and 30s that expire in January. GameStop can do whatever it wants. I'm ready. Thank you very much. SoFi is up? No way. Oh, man, I have to cross my fingers so I get assigned 20 cash secured puts now. Come on, baby. Daddy wants more shares. 2084 down 32 cents. Moving higher on SoFi. Definitely improving. No doubt about that. 33 plus million volume. Again, I've got two different quotes coming from two different devices. I'm trying to figure it out myself. Is one accurate or the other? I do not know, everybody. I'm doing the best I can with whatever technology I've been given. Thank you all for being here. Want you to get richer. As simple as that. The Dow up 71, S&P down 5.6, NASDAQ down 96 right now. The Q's 561.28, down 289. They've come back from 588, 558, 559, 560, 561.28, down 289. Q's are trying to rally. The SPYs are still down 86 cents. The market is trying to put on a bit of a rally. GameStop only down 7 cents a share, 24.13. Looks like GameStop is ready to go green again, and that will be interesting as this day wears on. Will GameStop have an update? Will there be a pop here? That's the question. I ask you, I ask myself. We'll see what gives. Thank you, one and all, for joining me today from wherever you are. It is Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025. And a week today, SoFi announces their results. Next week, Thursday, is my last show, live show. Thank you for all your support to this channel. Join me tomorrow as we go into Wednesday. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, will be Primetime Live, second last ever Primetime Live for Gold Bagel members. Looking forward to spending some time with you for that, of course. 2075 or so, 2070 on SoFi, 24.13 on GameStop, Rocket Lab down $1.30 at 45.88. That is the quick recap. For now, Qs are down 320 back to 560.97. The NASDAQ just backed off. We're down 105 points on NASDAQ. So make money, everybody. Get richer, please. I love it. Savage Wall Street, NVTS, $8 cash ticket puts expiring September at 140 right now. Already down from 150. They just signed contracts with NVIDIA. I mean, not too shabby. Interesting stuff. Okay, guys. Have a great afternoon. Get richer. Keep me posted on how you're doing. Let me know if you want to do any one-on-ones, and we'll try to slot you in. Otherwise, I'll be watching from the sidelines, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. First thing, have a great rest of your day, everybody. Thank you for your support of this channel, and we'll catch you on the next go-around. This is Bruce from Calgary saying bye.